Capricorn. Welcome. We're going to do your reading for the end of April. We're specifically looking at the new moon eclipse in Taurus. So we're going to look at what you're releasing, what's coming in, and just the overall themes for this eclipse for you. And I'm loving this. We got the nourishment card, so it's like abundance and plenty coming in here. What's coming in is you're breaking through barriers. I mean, who doesn't love that? And it looks like in the past what we're releasing is this terribly difficult energy here. We got the card of the desperate. This is serious hell that you've come through here. In maybe more areas than one here, Capricorn. I mean, you've definitely had more than your fair share of planets flying through your sign in the last few years, and it's been really intense change, right? Pluto is still in your sign, so there's still more transformation to be had here, but I do feel like the worst of it is over. So we're going to look at what's being released, what's coming in, and the main themes. This is just a snapshot. So check your other placements, but this isn't going to tell you everything you need to know about this eclipse. Eclipse energies last for 6 months or more, and so this is just to give you a little bit of a heads up of what you can expect coming your way, right? So be sure to hit that like button, subscribe, share with another Capricorn that may find this helpful. And we're just going to look at some higher level themes here. If love or career shows up, I will speak to that. But we're likely not going to get super loaded details. Nine of Wands just popped out, so I definitely feel like you're the wounded warrior here, Capricorn. You've been persevering even though things have been hard. All right, let's get into this. We have the Beyond card. A lot of people are getting this. It's the higher self. It's your soul self. I'm talking dark night of the soul you've just gone through here. We have the 10 of Swords. Yeah, painful endings. And the 10 of Pentacles. I feel like your prosperity is really going to go through the roof here. We have the 4 of Pentacles, the 3 of Pentacles, and the 5 of Cups. The unknown. This is the faith card. It's like believing in the universe, being open to the potentials here, being curious about what's out there. I feel like you've kept that up even if you felt like you were in the darkest pits. Your security itself has been really shook. You've had a lot of foundations that have just completely crumbled beneath your feet. And I think you've just been holding on for dear life, waiting for this roller coaster to end. We have the Strength card. Could be working in collaboration with a fire sign here, specifically Leo. Could be a rebuilding of a foundation taking place here after an ending has passed. I also want to say here, though, that you've come into a lot of self-mastery as a result of these very intense experiences here. And then we have the Knight of Swords. So this is that unstoppable force. You breaking through barriers here. You communicating your truth, demanding the truth, cutting out the heavier emotions of the past. It's like you've been through such a dark time that I don't feel like you're even going to entertain some of those lower vibrational emotions. Not that they won't still come up, right? I mean, everybody has sadness and grief and pain and anger and, those kinds of things happen. But I just don't feel like you're going to spend very much time there. you know, you'll run it through yourself and then you're moving on, right? So I like that. Bottom of the deck, we have the Hanged Man, the Six of Swords, the King of Wands, the Death card, the Lovers. So could be dealing, again, fire sign. We got Pisces here and Scorpio. So there's definitely been some endings here, some transformations as well taking place, because I'm seeing this Knight of Wands turn into the King of Wands here. So I do feel like there's been a lot of growth, not just within you, but in certain relationship dynamics, like soulmate partnerships as well. But we're just kind of moving into better times here. We've definitely gone through a rite of passage. And those aren't easy, right? I feel like you've gained some serious perspective on life. And of course you would, having been through such a difficult time. But things are about to get so much better. And I think your level of appreciation for just how good it gets wouldn't have been possible without this darkness. So this can be like grief, deep grief, depression. Nothing's working. No matter what you do, everything crumbles. It's like this. And we've got the Unknown card and the Soul card here. So it's not just this Dark Night of the Soul or Dark Night of the Ego, rather. It's also like outside of your control. Like you had no control. You were just along for this ride. So my heart goes out to you, Capricorn. Let's see. This is higher self wanting to say here. We have the Justice card. So there's definitely a lot of karma that was burned through here. And the Ace of Pentacles. And I do feel like no matter how dark things got, intuitively, you knew that there would be another side to this. You would get through this eventually. And it's like you just had to keep trusting your intuition and believing that things would eventually bloom on the other side of this very hard time. With the Four of Pentacles, we have the Six of Cups and the Wheel of Fortune. So there very well may have been a shift that took place with some deeper connections, partnerships, friendships, lovers, deep soul connections. But when I get the Six of Cups and the Justice card, it's like there was some serious karma that was being played out, and it was almost as if each one of those foundations was purposely being shook to see if it would hold. And of course, along that process, we're dealing with not only our own experience, but other people, right? Which are outside of our control. And so I do feel like there was like this terrible need not to release some of these connections because everything else was so chaotic. It was one of the few things you still had to hang on to, or it felt that way, right? With the Unknown card, we have the Three of Swords. So huge, huge test of faith here. Yeah, a lot of conflict. I do feel like you went through the shits here, Capricorn, to such a degree that there may have been many moments where you lost faith, where you completely lost hope that anything would get better. And yet there was this like quiet little whisper from your higher self, like, eventually this passes. Eventually it has to pass. Everything changes, so eventually this will also change. So it was just like, gosh, there was a lot of pain, conflict, drama, mental anguish. And it was a huge test of your faith. Like big time. I don't know if you guys have ever seen the movie Signs. You know, of course it's this alien invasion movie, but the whole movie is really about faith and a loss of that faith after epic tragedy, right? So that's kind of what this feels like. You went through such difficult situations and events and changes that there may have been many a night where you were just furious with the universe. Know what I'm saying? Woo! Alright, let's see what's coming in here, shall we? We're getting through this, Capricorn. The 10 of Pentacles. Okay, these two want to come out together. We have the Ace of Swords and the 7 of Wands. So you're absolutely persevering and fighting for this breakthrough. For things to get better. For you to have everything that you could possibly want. You're fighting for yourself. We have this 10 of Pentacles. This is prosperity. This is legacy. This is family. This is what you're creating on this planet, so that when you're long gone, it is still something that echoes you, right? So I love that. There's also some breakthroughs coming in financially here that you've really been working towards. So heads up on that. If you've been looking for an improvement in finances, I do see this new work opportunity, better pay, recognition for just how valuable you are as well. With the 5 of Cups, we have the 8 of Swords. Yeah, we're getting out of that headspace, getting stuck. And the Lovers. For some of you, there's a connection that you were holding on to like severely in the past, because everything was breaking down, and I feel like we're getting out of that. And I actually feel like that connection has evolved. Now, this could certainly be a new soulmate connection here coming in that's going to help you bust out of that grief from the past. But I actually feel like you're kind of doing that on your own. I feel like you're actually releasing the grief yourself because you processed it. And I don't feel like you're going to have any sort of confusion moving forward in that particular area when it comes to deep connections. With the Knight of Swords, we have the 8 of Pentacles. So again, there's and the Fool. There's new starts here when it comes to the work you do in the world, offers, people recognizing your skills and your mastery. You're going to just rock it in the department of career, Capricorn. And even when it comes to relationship here, I feel like you've been working towards this breakthrough, perhaps with a specific someone, perhaps just wanting a sacred connection, and it's showing up. It's showing up here. Because you fought hard for this, it's coming in. So I like that. Let's look at this nourishment theme. So things are finally flowing with abundance. You can kind of see, I love this waterfall that's just coming off of that cheese moon up there. There's food, there's abundance, there's this giant egg here, and you can see this woman is just like celebrating in the flow of how much abundance is coming in. 10 of Swords, 3 of Pentacles, and Strength card. What's the 10 of Swords about? We're healing. We're healing from those endings that have happened in the past. We are, if anything, healed. And the Hierophant. Yep, so some of these were really strong. Like, this could have been a marriage that ended in the past. But there's also like this spiritual mastery that's happened as a result of this thing you've gone through. You've integrated the lessons here. You've integrated the karma, the lessons. There's been shifts in perspective with this Hanged Man here. And it's put you in a higher, like there's ascension here, right? As a result of this. Three of Pentacles. We have the Eight of Wands. Definitely incoming options here when it comes to collaborations. Perhaps a reconciliation here with the Three of Cups. Celebrating, fun, togetherness, flowing of food and wine, and I mean partying and having fun and just really enjoying your prosperity, right? Things just flowing with abundance. I love it. And this could be friends, this could be work, this could be lovers, it could be all three as well. I actually feel that too, especially with this Eight of Wands. Things are moving into a much more collaborative space. With the Strength card, we have the Seven of Cups. We have options coming in. And the King of Wands. I want one more. Let's get one more there. Ooh, and the Ten of Cups. So, I feel like you're being chosen here. Capricorn, I feel like you're being chosen. Now, you could certainly be dealing with a fire sign, a Gemini, an Aries maybe, Taurus, Sagittarius, and Libra. Those are the big ones showing up here, but this also feels to me like reconnection. After a period of things not being clear, things being up in the air is what I want to say. I still want more there. Okay. Oh, yep, you're being chosen for sure. So there's new love here, and it could be with a past person, could be with a new person, but either way, you have options in that regard, because I'm seeing both. I'm seeing the King of Cups at the bottom of the deck too, so it could be a fire, water sign. We also have the King of Pentacles, so looks like you're going to have your pick when it comes to connections, so I like that, and abundance as well. I like how this turned out, Capricorn. I think you absolutely deserve all the good that's coming to you and more. So open yourself up to that. I think you're ready to as well. I think you're ready to have a little fun. You've definitely been through the ringer. So I wish you the best. Good luck. And I will see you next week. We're going to look into May and what to expect for the month of May. Have a great eclipse week. Bye.